Going on, brothers and sisters? What's good? We're gonna have a little talk today. Woo! It's been a minute, y'all. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to get this car together. You feel me? So we can have a little conversation today. What's going on, beautiful family? Man, this car been sitting here for a long time. I'm gonna crank that crap and see if this shit's still working for a minute. Give me 1 second. Family, what's up, man? This is International Women Day. I just want to talk about the beautiful sisters here and all over the world, because women play such an important role to this world, but the attack is serious on women for the most part. So I'm just, give a shout out to beautiful people here. Shout out to brother World War Champion, Weezy Official, my brother Rico, Scorpion Queen, the beautiful Freedom Intuitives, Nelly 09, what else? Lesage Farm 13. What's going on, beautiful? My young brother Jonathan Noel. We got Lady Clemas in the building, and the Glamour Alchemist. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about spirituality, pros and cons. Voodoo, pros and cons, and actually the honors of women in today, internationally. Okay. Let me talk straight to it. The pros and the con about be a spiritualist. So, it's either you're dealing with voodoo, whatever form system that you deal with. The pros and the con. Let's start with the con factor. This factor is huge, is vast. Matter of fact, there's not that many areas that's pros where you get some, there's no winning, to be exact, because the programming is vast. So let me just talk about it. First, anybody out there, you probably already know the outcomes of things. So for people that never really understood how hard it is to deal with this particular faith, this spiritual faith. And first, I must say, this is not a religion. So for people that's out there, it's not a religion. Okay, this is a tradition. Okay, a spiritual tradition. So it's a connection between ancestors and past tradition of you to connect with nature, because our ancestors, they connect with nature. They don't worship. There's a difference between connecting and worship. Worship means you surrender every aspect of your life for whatever the hell you worshiping. So therefore, there's no reason behind it. There's no common sense behind it. It's just pure faith. And faith is what they usually say, just take a leap of faith. So therefore, you don't ask questions. You don't question nothing. You just do. But in a tradition, in the spiritual tradition, this is a form of you passed down knowledge from one to the other by our ancient ancestors, including Mother Nature, which is our true mother. So we connect with nature. That's the difference. Now, living in today's time and understand how trauma work. See, trauma is our biggest enemy, and our people suffer psychological trauma, and these trauma passed down from a long generation. But not only we suffer from trauma, we also suffer what we call social trauma. I think this is something that no one talks about. The social trauma, the ability to feel like you're afraid of telling people who you truly are or what you are based in. I think social trauma is what causes the major problem in our community, including family. Now, I'm just talking about my experience in family. And I know every one of you guys will be related once you involve with that. Because, see, voodoo been persecuted for so long. And the program is embedded in our subconscious for so long. Once you heard that term alone, it comes with so many negativity. It comes with so many negative frequency. You name it. Once you hear voodoo, I mean, God damn, you don't want to think about nothing positive for the most part at all. I'm just talking about regular people on the outside looking in. Because you got to understand, once you deal with the spiritual energy or this spiritual tradition, the only thing that can make you a true practitioner, a true believer, if you go through some shit in your life. See, the spirit only chose who they want to deal with. They just handpick the strongest. Understand, if you involve with this craft, just consider yourself the strongest mentally. Okay? Because this is a lonely road. It's a lonely road out here. Okay? So let's just talk about the social trauma. Listen, man, I have family members that I grew up with, that I spent a whole lot of my life with. They don't fuck with me anymore just because of that. And what's so sad about it, they know about it. Matter of fact, a lot of them got saved because of that. But the social trauma, what is the social trauma? Not them, is the fact they have some circle now. It's people they deal with, their job, their new friends, their wives. All of this create the social trauma. So therefore now any signs of having them to associate with you is going to cause in their subconscious, in their mind, problems to these people. And that is the #1 problem. If you deal with voodoo, get ready. You're going to have a social trauma that going to causes you to lose a lot of friends and family members. So off bat, just know some people in your family are going to fuck with you. Okay? And to be exact, the only one, okay? That's fact. That's what's up. For real. Island Kings. That's right. They forgot where they came from. You know, it's, once again, now, it's not like they couldn't have that conversation with you individually. They could. But the fact that they so, you know, disconnected, everybody automatically doing their own thing, it's almost impossible to get to that area, to get to that point of conversation until some shit really bad happens and they're looking for solutions and where they have nowhere to go. This is when now your names start to come up. But besides that, it's a no. So off bat, the only person that probably have some sort of a connection with you, with that journey, within this journey of yours, the only person that can have that connection with you is probably your mother or your father. Okay? Because they got no choice, that they are your immediate true family. Mothers and father most likely will still have a connection, but still, they still have something to say. If they're not really involved with it, they're still gonna find a way to discourage you. They're still gonna tell you, well, if whatever happened in your life, they're still gonna say, well, you know, the reason why you're not doing this, the reason why you're not successful, because you do this and so trust me, you're not gonna find encouragement when it comes to this path. Once you involve with this shit, encouragement is a no-brainer. You're not gonna get that. So you got to be mentally strong now. I'm serious. This is a tough, it's only for the elite. We told you this. Indigenous voodoo is for the elite. And the elite is what? How much you can endure. How much mentally you can take. Or can you stand alone in this? Can you walk alone in this? So this is an ultimate survival shit. The spirit gonna put you to test, and they gonna only understand, if they down with you, they are your true family. and everybody else fall in the wayside. It's a fact. Okay, so the first cons about it, you're gonna lose some family members. You're gonna lose some friends. Listen, I'm a social person. Okay, I have a lot of friends before I make myself known to the world. This is my work. This is what I'm going to dedicate my life to build up, because of what my ancestors deserve better. They deserve to be put in the light where the world see fit and to be respected, because this freedom, this paradigm shift that we receive, and the paradigm shift is the aftermath of the Haitian Revolution. I don't care what are you in the face of the world right now. If you're here in America, if you're here in this world as a melanated person, just know an event happened, and that event conspired to get you in this position you are in today. And without this event, we as melanated people all over the world, we would still be at war. Okay? It's because of that event we let everybody know, listen, the supernatural or the divine is with us. See, they respect, or they stopped doing what they was doing for one reason. Okay, understand, any form of religion is to search. They are looking for the divine. It's the pursuing of the divine spark. I repeat, any religious form, either Allah, either Jesus, whatever you call it, they all looking for the divine spark. Okay, and to the pursuing of that divine spark, this is when all corruptions happen, where men insert themselves in position to play like God. Okay, from trying to play like God, they all got to spank. They all got beat the fuck out. That was the first time in history where all of these religion got humble. Okay, that humbleness they receive is from the divine spark. And that divine spark is what? Is the Haitian Revolution. This is when all religion realized there's a divine intervention. There's a force for real, that's out there. Okay? And this is when they realize if they keep doing what they are doing, they will be exterminated. This is why they eventually stop the human trafficking that we call slavery. Slavery is human trafficking. Okay? So they stopped doing this by knowing that there's a force behind these people that said no to the shit. And it happens because of the Haitian Revolution. So understand, me as a person, I dedicate my life as a servant to the traditional of my ancestors, because they were the sacrifice. They were the one that laid the foundation for the rest of the world. So if the world make a stride to start to respect people, to start to know that human trafficking is the lowest you can possibly be, is because of that divine spark of the ancestors. So the moment I decide to take initiative to say, look, I'm going to put myself in a position to serve the ancestors, to put their name out there, to clean up their name, because there's that's like what you call a propaganda machine to hide the divine spark, because they don't want the world to know the divine spark is not Catholic. The divine spark ain't Jesus. The divine spark ain't Allah. It was the voodoo spirit that make it happen. So therefore, there's an agenda to oppress and to destroy psychologically and social constructly. And this is the aftermath from years of bad mouth, from years of lying, from years of suppression, that we end up getting these aftermath of what we are known today. Once you said this is who you are, everybody runs. Because the programming is deep. We've been brainwashed and programmed, but we are witness firsthand within our family. Our immediate family. This is where we're going to see the neglections. This is where we're going to see all of the disconnection happens first. So like I said, I have cousins that don't fuck with me. I have a bunch of friends that don't fuck with me, because again, they see I took this route. So as a practitioner, get ready. That's what I'm telling you. If you be afraid, if you're going to be afraid to lose friend, if you're going to be afraid for family members to look like they don't want to fuck with you, stay the fuck away. This ain't for you. It's a lonely road. It's for the warriors. It's for the soldiers. Because again, our ancestors, those that fought and died and call out the divine spark, they were not a lot of them. The majority of these scumbags, they don't want to fight. So before everybody join it, just know you're going to have to. Do you guys hear me? Everything good? If everything is correct, let me know. Say something, let me know if you guys can hear me though. Oh, so, I mean, you couldn't hear me though? Okay, I'm good now. All right. So, that was the first part. You're going to lose some family members. You're going to lose some friends. Just know that part. Now, number two. Now, this is very important now. This is very, very important now. And it's sad because this part, this shit can make you fucking hate your whole existence itself. And this can drive you to depression. Okay? This gonna get you to some serious depression if you're not strong. And if you don't make a connection with the ancestors so they can show themselves to you, I'm telling you, it's gonna be problematical for you. You got to be strong in this department. And one of them, it has to do with superstitious, okay? Superstitious activity. Oh, listen here. Listen, everything that happens around people that knows you or family members or a couple friends, if some shit happens to them that's bad, automatically they're assuming is you doing this shit. Listen, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, the level of brainwash and the level of conditioning, the trauma that they condition into the minds of people once they heard voodoo, it's crazy. Now you're going to start to see people that you used to really be cool with changing 360 because in their mind, they thinking you doing something bad against them. Now it's the ability to vibrate in a wrong perspective in most people that you know because they are superstitious. The fact that they know you just like, okay, that's who you are. Oh, listen, man, anything that happens to them, they assuming it might be you doing this shit. And that is a serious fucking problems. And this is why I think, to me, voodoo is apparent. We need a community. And this is what me and Mumbo are going to work hard within this year so we can build a community where we have an event so we can gather together. Because to me, it's apparent only people that know about the craft can really get together. If you don't know about it or if you don't understand what this science is about, I'm telling you, you're going to be a paranoia scumbag that don't know shit and assuming whatever happened to your life is someone else involved with it. So again, this is another part of the con that is serious problem, is when you have your entire environment weaponized against you because in the back of people's mind, that is you responsible for their failure or whatever the hell happened. The first person comes in mind is you. Even though these folks they doing their own shit, they not, taking care of their own life, shit is collapsing. Guess what? The human nature is parasitical for the most part. People assuming it's always someone's fault if they facing failure right now. That's just the way humanity operates for the most part. Not saying everybody, but that's just the way the humanities operate. If they falling, if someone is failing, it's somebody else's fault. Never take full accountability and responsibility. It's always point the fingers. But if you in the environment and then you claim that voodoo, best believe every motherfucker that you encounter with, family member or some close friend, they're gonna assuming is you doing this shit. So off bat, that shit is serious problems, and you got to develop a thick skin because this shit it's coming. It's not gonna be fun. I'm telling you, this isn't. I'm telling you, you got to be ready. because it's gonna be a lonely road. Okay, now, what else? Oh, the last one. We dealing with the bad, with the con side, the pros and the cons. So we doing with the bad side of things. The last one is you kind of see what's coming. And most of the time, a lot of people in your family, you're going to start seeing shit about to happens to them before they know it. So you're going to have a lot of dream about their asses, a lot of shit you're going to start to realize and seeing shit collapsing in real time. But guess what? You don't even want to say nothing because they don't believe in what you're doing. Matter of fact, they think you're the problem. But you will see every single one of them issues coming to you before they know in real time. And that is serious fucking problem. Just imagine, give you an example. I have a cousin of mine that's going through a lot of crazy shit. But I know, I've seen what's happening. But I can even call him to let him know what to do or what he needs to do. So you're going to suffer in silence. You're going to watch a lot of people you love going through some serious problem you could have helped, but because they don't fucks with you, or because even you know, you could have tell them, look, do this and do that, but you can't even tell them nothing because they don't want to associate with that. And you watch them dying slowly. Oh, this probably one of the worst. Watching your loved one dying slowly, you could have easily helped, but the fact that they create that wall, they got that brainwashed. They are so programmed, you can't even help the people. And that is the con dealing with when you dealing with spirituality, dealing with traditional indigenous spirituality that we call voodoo, we call Ifa, we call Obia, we call Palo, we call Santeria. So all of this different facet. If you involve in this is most likely what's going to happen to you. And the last one is children. Oh, listen now. If you have family member that have kids, or if you have friends that have kids and they know you deal with voodoo, oh my goodness. It's like you become the true devil. They're assuming you might try to hurt their children. So you understand this trauma, this brainwash that passed to generations and generations is no joke. This is what we are up against. Once you say this is who you are, this is what you're going to have to face. And this is the reality that's coming your way until we fix this problem by educating ourselves. All this problem, all the shit that they're going through, it comes down to one thing: education. You need to know. If you don't know something, paranoia will destroy you. Men afraid of what they don't understand. So that's all it is. This is why we dedicated ourselves to educate. Education. Invest in your education, or make sure you fulfill your curiosity. You must know. If you know, you do better. But the religion they align with, I'm telling you, spirituality and religion are not the same. Religion is a man-made. Spirituality is Mother Nature. Men want to bind you to. Religion means to bind to. That means they want to control you. So that makes sense they behave like, because they control. They don't even know that the way they're behaving is control. So again, the best way to break free out of any sort of control is information. That means you information. Okay, you align yourself and you educate yourself. So that is that part. So again, that is the con part. Now let's talk about the pros dealing with voodoo. Okay, this is very important. Now, the pros is something that only you can identify. Only your own experience, only what you're going through can only identify that pros to you. Because the changes that's happened to you, the changes that start to happen to your life, it's not going to happen to no one else but you. So what are these changes? So there's levels to the changes. So let me give you an example. So if you somebody, right, it's varied. My cases, it was more like persecutions and bad luck. Because I know a lot of people here that is hard work. Listen, I'm telling you, you can work as hard as anybody in this world, or you might be the hardest working person in the entire world. If you don't fucking got luck, if you don't have luck, ain't shit's gonna fucking work. Trust me what I'm saying right now. Luck is much more important than hard work. Remember that. Luck, it's much more important than hard work. Hard work is just you putting effort, but the energy, the spirit, or whatever the dimensional shift, because remember, we living in a paradigm that's filled up with interdimensional aspects of how things work. And the energy rules it. And what we call energy is spirit. And they have the ability to influence people. They have the ability to take over people. So this is where now, if you deal with voodoo and you know what to do, you know how to connect with spirit, you know how to communicate with spirit, then these spirits are going to work for you. And they can forge your luck. That means the luck you're looking for, they can forge it for you. This is the pro part. Very important. So, again, luck is much more important than hard work. I don't give a fuck how much you work hard. If the motherfucker got luck, he's always going to be on top of you. And we call it luck. It's not so much a luck. That means he have help on the other side. He's something working for him on the other side. And this is the pros of voodoo. Once you deal with them, then you got friends on the other side. Just like the princess and the frog. I got friends on the other side. That's what shit. Okay, that's one part of the pros. Second part of the pro, which I always tell people, it's a must. Listen, it's a pro, but at the same time, it's painful based to whatever outcomes comes with that. And it's see what's coming. Okay, the spirit gonna give you vision, and you gonna see shit in dreams. They're gonna come and tell you what is coming. So you someone that have a one step ahead of the future. So once you're in tune with the spirit, they will come to your dream and tell you everything you need to know or show you. It all depends on the level of communication, because the spirit communicate with people differently. Some people, they will speak to you just like I'm speaking to you guys here. And some people, they communicate in event. Like they just showing you some parable shit. Like they just showing you saw a cat crossing the street, and that means something. So most people, because the connection is not that strong, because we've been removed from our ancestor for so long. So we taking baby steps. For most of us, we are taking baby steps before we finally mesh back with them. So a lot of time to communicate with them, they have to do it in a different type of way to try to get our attention, because it's been that long. But some of us also, we communicate with them just like we are talking to each other, because we have a strong bond we already created to one another. So that aspect is foreseeing what's to come. Okay, they will come to your dream. They'll tell you, look, this motherfucker plotting against you. You will see whoever trying to hurt you, they're going to show you who they are. So that itself, it's a pro. So if you fucks with voodoo, I always tell people, the only way you going to die. Now, if you truly doing it, because there's problems all over. There's a lot of fake people out there saying they fuck with the spirit, but in reality, they're not fucking with spirit at all. They're actually fucking with some other shit. Okay? So I'm going to explain that after. Once you deal with the law, once you deal with the divine, only when your mission is fulfilled on this planet, then you will die. And you're not going to die any other way. They're going to come for you. They're going to come for you. That means they're going to tell you when you're going to die. They'll tell you when so you can tell other people. Because I'm giving the perfect story. It's not a story. This is a fact. I have my father tell me a story. I was not born yet. And he was a young man, in which I heard the story from several sources, that a guy, it's in Haiti. And this guy was actually a big time Ogun, right? But, he have a mission, and the mission is to take care of the spirit of his family. And they make him a Ogun for that, because most of the family members, they don't want to deal with the spirit. They are all Christians, so they all running away from the faith. So they pick him for that one reason. It's like, okay, since everybody want to cower the fuck out, since everybody want to run away, we want to make sure this responsibility is you, and only taking care of what needs to be done when it comes to us. And this guy ended up meeting someone, a woman. And this woman start to, just like it always been with most people, a relationship. That's why I'm telling people, in this journey, if whatever spiritual faith you involved with, if this person don't merge with you, if this person don't share this ideology, and you both not involved, it's going to be chaos down the line. So this woman ended up making this guy doing some other shit, right? And from doing that, this guy ended up messing a lot of shit up with the spirit world. So the spirit come and tell him, look, man, they're going to come and we need to come get you, though. Because this world, you fucking too much. We got to come and get you. My father explained this dude wake up one day and tell everybody that in such day and time he's going to die. And he want to have a last word with everybody. Just he throw him a party. Told him a party. He give the date and the time that he's going to die. And everybody come in, shake hands, party with him. And this dude just laughing and he just sit down on the chair and tell everybody he's leaving. And boom, just like that, he died. This is him and the spirit is seriously connected. But all I'm saying, once you get to that level, this is how it's going to be. Once your mission is complete, they will come and get you out of this realm. You're not going to die by no one going to kill you. No one is capable of killing you. No gunshot, no car accident. No, the divine transition. When the most high vibration that sparkle down to what we call law, that's when they're going to come get you. That is a pro. That means no man have power over your existence. Only the divine. So that is another pro. So a lot of, fake ass people out there think I'm going, nah. No man on this planet can fucking touch you once you align with that spirit, once you connect with the spirit like that. So that's another part of the pro part. One is to see what's coming. The second is ultimate protection. No man can fucks with you. No man can kill you. No bullet can penetrate you. No fucking dagger can, nothing. They will create dimension to get you out from any trouble that men think they can create for you, against you. Okay, so therefore you'll be safe. None of this will matter. And the last part, I call it, it's all depend. It's union, strong union. See, I always tell people this: if you saw someone told you they involved with voodoo, they don't have a strong union with their mate, that shit ain't true. It's impossible. Voodoo is love. If you really fuck with the spirit, they will keep your family intact. I'm talking about spouse, children. There's no way in hell someone told you they deal with voodoo, but their houses is chaos. There's no unity. Children don't respect them. That is a lie. Someone is lying. This is the pro part. It will keep a foundation. That means if you deal with that voodoo shit, you are guaranteed for a strong foundation. So again, these are the three pros. I told you. The con is it's definitely overwhelming, because I'm telling you, you living in a world that people seriously program. So there's more con than pros, but the pros is serious. What you get in the pros, money couldn't buy that for you. It's just a fact. Okay? And remember, like I said, strong foundation and longevity. So yes, a lot of time, a lot of people have money, but they don't have good health. A lot of people got money, they don't have spiritual connection, because all of the shit you saying as far as money and all that is going to stay here. The bottom line is who you got on the other side. Who's going to come and help you navigate the real world, because this is an illusion. This here is temporary. This is a class. We are here to either experience some things or either fix some past life thing. We come here to fix some shit, or we are here trying to find solution to our previous existence. So either way around, we all bound to leave this flesh. So once you leave this flesh, this is when true life starts. And this is what I always tell people. The ancient Egyptians talk about this forever. They are fascinated with death because they told you this is when life starts. That's why they create a book of the dead. Okay, it's all about the science of the afterlife. The afterlife mean who you got on the other side to help you navigate the afterlife. And this is what we preach here. This is what I'm always tell people. This is the power of voodoo, because this help you connect with the ancestors. So now once you no longer in physical, they know how to retrieve you by helping you navigate the next existence of ours. So we are done with the pros and the con dealing with voodoo. And it's not easy. Either way around, this is a tough road to go. and you're going to lose a lot of people, a lot of friends, and people are going to stay being anxious around you. It's just because the fear in the program. Now, let's talk about Women International Day today. And first, I would like to give my utmost honor and respect to every single woman in the face of the earth, no matter what shape, size, race, gender. I honor you because this is the most powerful energy in the face of the world. It's the feminine principle. And that also means a whole lot because we finally understand that women rule this world, because the feminine energy is what makes humanity decide what to do. Again, feminine is what? Feeling. Women is a feeling-based creature. It's all about how you feel. So emotions, what we call out of motion, is emotion. This is the most powerful driving force of making decisions. So therefore, women is the mother of deciding what decision this planet take. So women is responsible for the direction of this planet. So me honoring women, I have to also tell women of the world, if society collapses, your fault. If humanity shift to a lower standard, it's your fault, because you set the tone. We as men, our job is to protect you. It's to make sure your survival is there. All men ever do is to ensure the survival of women, because we were put in this paradigm for that reason. Because women has been built, women is created to harness nature and to release it to a form of recreation. That means birth. Every new life women gave birth is the second-hand mother nature that you are creating over. So therefore, if we're going to have a better world, a better citizen, is the production of women. That is going to happen. Women is the first teacher, and women also set the tone. Let's just talk about set the tone. I'm just going to take this prime example of the force of the Haitian Revolution. It was women. It's women that caused this revolution to happen, because women was the voice to constantly remind men their duty and responsibility. Women are compass, okay? And this is why in relationship, women always mostly dominate. If you see a man in a relationship as strong, you don't allow the women to completely dominate him, just know it's because of his mother. That means his mother presence was so strong that the mother teach him how to navigate himself either or even to the darkest time of any sorts of women that he end up encounter down the line. So the navigations of men is women, because women gonna tell you in any ways what you're gonna need to do. So let's look at how society collapsed. Right now, the degenerate side of the world, of our society, is because strong women don't exist anymore. I think women confuse what you call being strong to actually replace it with desire. Desire is not strong. Desire means you have a feeling, or you want to accomplish something that's not quietly there. So women is actually in a buffer mode. Women just in a suspension, hoping, wishing to do something that is not of them. Desire is a major problem that actually removing women away from their true purpose. A woman's purpose is to guide the men to build a better world. Everything we know about this world was created by men. But who is this inspiration? It's women. It's because of women men build these things. It's because of women men want to live. Every man, every children, every boy always know that they're going to do something for their mother. That is because this is what's engraved and coded into their soul. You were put in this earth to build something for your mother. You were put in this earth to create a better world for your mother, for your daughter, and for your wife. So the tone of this planet is collapsing because women is lost into what we call desire. And all these desire is completely away from their true purpose. Just pay attention nowadays. I always use Haiti as a like, you know, a blueprint, because I told you Haiti and America, they mirror each other. Okay? America's Olympus, Haiti's 80s. That's why they call it Hades. And the real name is Haiti, but they call it Hades because, you know, they know what they are doing. Okay? So understand, these two nations mirror each other. And America is a Cancer, Haiti is a Capricorn. It's a fire and water. So either way, whatever's happened to Haiti is bound to happen here. And pay attention to how things work. Now, I use this again, like I said, the revolution, it was women that inspire men, that remind men that your duty and responsibility is to make sure my survival. I need to survive. And if I survive, I can replicate it you. I can give in you life. If women survive, life survive. Okay? So that's rule number one. Now, looking at what happened in Haiti right now, there's a huge gang problems. And this gang problems, we call it gang, but this is what they usually do in every area of the world that have major resources. Okay? This is how they do it in Africa. They used to call these people rebel. They call a rebel in the East. In Africa, they call them rebel. Here in America, they call it gang. But it's the same process. And all of it has to do with resource. If whatever nation that completely fill up with resource or jam-packed with resource, you best believe they're going to create turmoil. They best believe they're going to create opposition. They're going to create some sort of a rebel shit or, you know, gang violence. Now, pay attention. Every single gang member that you know in Haiti right now, they all got women. And remember, like I told you, the revolution was women. Why? Because women knows what they want. Women know their duty and responsibility. You know what most women was doing? They was speaking to these guys' soul. They was telling them, trying to align them back. Because within the revolution, I told you, the people that was fighting was white and black together against the indigenous people. Remember that. Okay? So people need to get this shit straight. The idea that they took you from Africa, they bring you here, no. The people that comes from Africa were soldiers. I repeat once again. The people that comes from Africa were soldiers. They recruit these people from Africa. Okay? They recruit them from the Dahomey kingdom because that kingdom was known for warriors. They were warrior-like people. So when the British comes over there in Dahomey, they told you they was buying some palm oil and all that. No, they recruit soldiers. When they told you they sell slaves, no, these were not sell. They was not slave they sell. They was actually making deals as soldiers. When I come here, if I help you conquer this land, what do I get in return? That's what the deal was all about. So get back to it. When these soldiers, when these so-called colonizers and these outside soldiers coming in here, the only people that was actually working their mind, working their compass to life were these women. The women in the brothel, the boozing société, people that we call boozing today, these were a society of women that decide that, you know what, I'm going to heal the world and I'm going to change the fucking narrative and I'm going to make sure the future sustained itself. The women take an initiative. So all these gang violence we have in Haiti is because of women don't take their responsibility. Because all it takes is for these women to start poisoning some of these niggas. Not only poison them, also say, nigga, I'm not going to be with you if you keep doing this shit. Because remember, I don't care how bad you are as an individual. I don't care how much you think you a big back, you know, whatever, badass, whatever you call it. Your heart going to be touched. Your heart going to be felt by a woman. You going to love someone. You're going to love a woman. But if that woman you end up loving, telling you he no longer want to fucks with you because of what you do, guess what? You're going to change. You're going to make some change. You're going to start to make some move to change your behavior, or you're going to have to do something because you love that woman. That heart rhythm, all of us got that one fucking person. I don't care if someone tell you, you know, you have multiple women. No, they only love one woman. There's no in hell someone going to tell you he love. You can have 6, 7 wives all you want. Out of the 6, 7 wives, one of them have that similarity of rhythm that you only can feel that signature. So it's because women not doing what they supposed to do that society collapsed. All these gang shit we having is because these women not only poison their asses, or these women not telling these motherfuckers no. I'm not feeling this shit. This is not the world that I want to live. This is not the world that I want to see my children to be. So once again, women, you have the power. And the power is to make Wait, you guys hear me? You guys hear me though? I don't know, man. That thing keep on playing games. You guys hear me though? Okay. All right. So that's the deal. To all my beautiful women out there, I'm trying to tell you, whatever you are, if you're a nurse right now, I want to tell you I love you and thank you for your effort. And I know naturally every nurse is kind to people, man. Stay kind like that, and you deserve better, and the universe is going to give you love. Caretaking is very important. And, I love you. For my truck driver women out there, hey, sis, I love you, and you're a strong person, because, again, it takes a lot for women to actually be behind the wheel and become a truck driver, because it means that you have some serious dignity, because not every one of us was blessed with opportunity to have family. Because, I tell people the real wealth is family. If you don't have a family, then the odds is against you for the most part. I'm not saying you couldn't win. Yes, you could, but you're going to have to fight a whole lot, because it's not easy. Okay, because that's why I always urge people, man, family is the true wealth. Because if you don't have a family, then you have to put yourself out there, and it's not easy alone. You couldn't do this fight alone. You need help. And again, most of the help is mental. Okay, you need someone to tell you it's going to be okay. You need someone to tell you, look, man, it's okay to fail. It's okay to whatever you're going through. It's okay. You need someone to tell you that. And you also need someone, if you need some help, financial help, that you feel like, you know what, you have a backbone. You have somebody to say, look, man, don't worry, I got you. This is what family's for. And a lot of us don't have that. We just have to fend for ourselves. For those that's going through this right now, you don't have a family, just know the ancestors is watching you, bro. And that's probably the reason you're alone, because the ancestor only see that they're the one that's worthy to be in your circle. So do never feel like you're alone. They're with you, and you are here for a divine purpose. And trust me, it's going to be all right. Hard time never lasts. So in that format, fashions. Also, other women's out there, sex worker. If you're a sex worker all over the world, ain't no shame to you, bruh. Ain't no shame to your brother. Ain't no shame to you, sister. It's a tough world out there. Survival is showing to you that you are here to do something special. So do never look down on whatever the situation in life that present in front of you, because you strong. I know people that will probably cause suicide just to be in your position. So you are a strong individual. Just know, do never let your experience override the humanity out of you. Do never be nasty to people because of your condition and promise. Just remember, an act of kindness and respect to one another is the secret to navigate yourself to this fucked up world we are living here. So we are here to gather information. We are here to build up our soul. Soul, that means the solar energy inside of us. All experience, we all gather strength. We all gather this human experience so we can actually build up our light. A lot of us going through some serious hardship in life. We're talking about crazy fucking life just because your experience is to accumulate light. And from when you get the proper light, you're going to go to a higher realm. So don't you discourage. Okay? You strong. Just know your life is because you strong that it happens to be the way it is. So to all my sisters out there, professional, sisters that work in the professional environment, please, sister, if you're doing good, do never look down on your other sisters that's not as lucky as you are. Just know this is a phase of life. This is an aspect of life. We all need each other. So if you see your sister need help, help your sister. Don't look down on him. Don't look down on her. Help him. Help her, because this is your duty. Now, I want everyone to understand, within Women International Day, the word of today is women. The power is in your hand. Use it wisely, or take responsibility as a true mother, because a mother is a provider, not a fighter. All I'm seeing our people's doing is fighting. It's competition. If you have the resource, you keep it to yourself just so you can act like you better than the no. This is not the way we're going to survive here. Take that responsibility. That's the way it is. Okay? And to my other gigster, people that work day to day in gig, sister, I love you. And it's not easy to be a gigster out there, someone that rely on the next gig. But just know you are a strong person. Don't never look down and don't ever give up. Just know the universe has a plan for you. And you just one step away of achieving your goal by meeting the right motherfucking person. Because that's all life is all about. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. So the universe, that's why the spirit, that's why voodoo is the ultimate umbrella of all, because the spirit can inspire anybody, or the spirit can pull anyone at the right place, right time, and your paradigm can shift just like that. So this is what it is for today. And I hope everybody have a wonderful day. I will be able to take 2 questions before I leave. But if you don't, formulate, it's all good. We can get out of here. 2 questions. I give you 3 minutes to get those 2 questions. In the first 2, I'm going to answer it. So 2 questions before we get ourselves out of here. All right. Two questions. We going to the mark. We going down the mark. It looked like they already put a limitation into my I only got 10 minutes left before they cut off this live. Okay. T-Chaz have been taking mushroom. I'm trying to see a real siren. Now you joking, right? It got to be a joke. Anyway, when it comes to siren or mermaid or simbies, it's not up to you to see them. They will make themselves visible to you. So to me, I always tell people, spirituality, don't try to force yourself into it because you're trying to prove something. Let them come to you. I think they can come to your dream, and if they decide to, it's up to them. I don't know the level of connection you have with them, but only them can reveal themselves into you. And also, it's all depends into the level of fear. How much, shit. If they reveal their true self, you might be really don't want to fuck with them ever again. So this is another part of dealing with spirituality that a lot of people will learn the hard way, that, the stronger you get into the craft, the more you're gonna think about a lot of shit. They're gonna test you because you're gonna start seeing shit that is weird as fuck. Because now they have to, they just want to reveal themselves with no filter. So if a mermaid showed himself to you, a mermaid is not Little Mermaid cartoon. If a mermaid really showed himself to you, that shit do not look good at all. It don't look as good as you see TV make them. Okay? You might run. You might think it's a job. You might think it's a demon, because real mermaid don't look like us. Okay? They just look straight up like a fish, like human, but it's not human. Okay, so they don't look as cute and beautiful as you see on TV. So you might run away. And that's what I'm telling people. This shit, voodoo is for the elite. Are you ready for this? I'm telling you, are you ready for this? Okay, let's see. Carmel Sberry, you said, what does walking upstairs mean in dream? Okay, this is not a bad one. Okay, walking in these stairs is a good things. Okay, walking in these stairs in dream means it's a good dream. It's not a bad dreams. But now, since you walking upstairs, it's probably mean that you are summoned to go get some secret knowledge. Walking stairs mean you going somewhere seeking something. So I don't know what you seeking. So whatever your curiosity is leading you to go after something, now is the time. Your dream only telling you that you need to keep going. Okay, so climb that stairs, keep going up, and seek out whatever you seeks. That's a good dream. It's not a bad dream. Jonathan, Jonathan Noel, you said that there was a boozing society during the Haitian Revolution. That means there's a spiritual significance in the brothel. Of course, listen now, brothel is the oldest job in the entire world. I'll repeat, brothels is the oldest job in the entire world. Okay? And these brothels was always known as sacred. This is why the Moors was filling up the entire region. We talking about Europe. Europe was a brothel place. Okay? They was getting the Slavic women and fill up the brothels with Slavic women's. That's what the Moors was, because they understand the power of sex magic. They understand the tantrum magic. It's not just the Moors. Right after, because remember, the Moors they control even East Asia. In India, why you think they come up with the Kama Sutra, all of this? This is ancient Moorish people in India keep opening brothel all over India, because they understand if a woman is in tune with their spirituality, this woman is pretty much God on earth. They can abstract any information from anybody they want. This woman can take every man's secret. This woman can snatch your fucking soul. So yes, brothel is no joke. And a sex worker is to be respected. And we have these sex worker here. They're no longer you going in these places and you just pay and no. These sex worker is your entertainer now. They are celebrity now. They are your singer. These are sex workers. Oh, you didn't know that? You don't know that most sex workers in the past, they are singers. They could sing. That's how it was in a brothel back then. They were the entertainers. They're the one that provide entertainment, the brothels. So now your modern day musician, your modern day artists, they are mimicking what happens back then. Okay? So just know that, yes, without the brothel, we wouldn't have this Haitian Revolution. To be exact. Okay? You wouldn't have it. And there was men involved too. There's some gay men involved in this shit. Yeah. Gay men was involved in this shit too. They were the one telling secret. They were the one hearing secret. Because these motherfuckers got fetishes. They touched these men early. These young boys early. They turned them out. I told you. Every man that is gay or lesbian mostly is because of past trauma. By being involved and by getting molested early in their life. So now they're, for that reason, being molested early, it creates a psychological of fear. So they always feel like somebody gonna know their secrets, so they only stay with the person that did that to them. And little did you know, it become a habit. That habit become a lifestyle. That lifestyle become what? A family. So they only do dealing with that aspect, moving forward with that tradition that happens to them, unfortunately, in that matter. So a lot of gay men in the revolution was in these brothels. They was telling people what these guys was about to do. That's why gossip, secrets, if you want to hear some whispers, brothel is the perfect place to go. And that's a fact. And this is why your CIA of today is no longer how you think it is. Your FBI of today is no longer of what you think it is. They are your entertainers. Who you think, you think Hugh Hefner was just Hugh Hefner? He was Playboy was the operation of brothels. He was operate women as spies. That's all the brothel was. How you think the Moors was ruling Europe for 700 years? You think it was just because he just no, they got control over the soul of these people, man. These women work for them. And these women was magi. They are mystic. These women know what to do. I told you, they can snatch your soul. So yeah. That was significant. Okay. I think this is probably going to be the last. Yuru Yani, goddess, how to stay in a positive mood in front of all the people having bad attitude. Okay. So, I mean, it sounds very not that serious, but I'm going to have to give it to you in a more significant way, and I'm hoping you probably grasp it. So the obvious part that anybody could tell you is like, okay, so don't be in that environment. Just leave. But I know that most of us, that's probably our job environment, or that's some area that we don't have no choice. So the best way to deal with it is two different ways that you can deal with it. You either trying to merge with them. So if you can beat them, you join them. That is one aspect. Or you just don't give a fuck. That's another aspect. And the third one is spirituality. Okay? Spirituality is to be in a positive mood. It's just like you just got to know how to control your environment. And to control your environment comes with so many different aspects. Because, you know, I deal with a lot of people that have the same issues before. Some people like, man, I got a problem with my job. Some people trying to arrest me, man. What can you do for me? And I told them what to do, and everything else works out. Just people act like they're not even there, which is true. Because the spirit going to blindfold motherfuckers. But to do that, it's a process. I couldn't tell you this like that. But that's 3 different ways to it. 1 is to leave the job. 2 is to ignore them. 3 is taking spiritual action. And spiritual action is different. So that it comes with things to do, things to wear. Because again, you're going to ask a spirit, I'm going to forge an agreement for you. I'm going to call upon the spirit and say, look, this sister here is being, you know, mistreated at her job, or people being mean to her. Please, I want you to work with this woman and make sure that she's safe. Make sure that whoever's in problem, deal with them. So now when I call upon the spirit and now I perform whatever ritual that deal with that spirit, now you're going to have your own responsibility, because I'm going to have to tell you what you're going to need to do on your side. So now once you do that, you and that spirit become one. So the spirit now inhabits you. You either wear a clothes, a color, or certain perfume you put on you, where whenever you around these motherfuckers, they no longer see you. Or you converted them. The spirit just start to work on them. Next thing you know, you in control of everything. You the one running the motherfucking place. So again, this is the way you can go about it, sis. All right. All right. Yes, indeed. That's where that terminology come from. But anyway, y'all, shout out to everybody that come here. Thank you. And, you know, like I said before, this is Celebration of Women International all over the world. You guys is the best. A mother is everything. I love you guys. And shout out to all my brothers here. Jonathan. Shout out to Honey Bronze in the building. Chaz, E-Mac, Urajani, Caramel BZ, Rainy. Everybody that was here, man. Noah too. Pretty and Intuitive, the beautiful one. God Body. And everybody else that was out there, man. So thank you, everybody. I'm just gonna get this car running, man. This shit sit down for too long. It's been a long time, bro. This car been sitting out here for years. So let me just get this shit running, man, because it's been out here for too long, man. Let's go. All right, everybody. Peace and bliss, and I'm out. And that is some strength right there.